I'm Tarek Ghattas. I've been in the business of production for the past 18 years. I was an ex-executive producer for J. Walter Thompson. I worked for Endemol and I worked for 2454 in Abu Dhabi. And now I have my own company, Six Hats Productions. It's a format development and a production facility that is based in Lebanon. And we have offices in Egypt and in Dubai, but mainly our operation is from Lebanon.
And Tarek, what's the television landscape look like in Lebanon?
Well, Lebanon has been a source of inspiration for the rest of the Arab countries concerning the TVs.
So how many channels?
We have a lot of channels, but we can count at least 15 good ones, out of which there are 3 main big channels that produce international formats, and they're all free to air. They're on satellite, so they're not only terrestrial. Some of them cover the whole globe, going to North America, South America, and Europe, of course.
And what's the pay TV market like?
There's no pay TV market. There's only a satellite
and that's because of piracy, wide levels of piracy.
First of all, if you're talking about Lebanon, it's because of the infrastructure first. We cannot, it's going to take so much time to have a pay TV or cable TV. What we're doing is we're working with satellite companies because of the piracy as well. The piracy has caused so many people to pay just a very small sum of money, like $10 a month, and they get all the channels they can dream of. Around 400, 500 channels, out of which they're mostly pay channels or encrypted, coming from Hotbird, Nilesat, Arabsat. So for us, I think it's a positive thing. It's not a negative thing, having a lot of people watching a lot of stations. But of course, for the station itself, it's like going out of business one day. So
and Beirut has become, and Lebanon, become the sort of production hub of the region. Why has that happened?
It's been happening for the past 8,000 years since we were Phoenicians. So they were always creative in selling and buying and selling and buying. And it went on, and then the advertising is a big industry in Lebanon, and we call it the Lebanese mafia, actually. All the head of advertising agencies, if you look around in Europe, Middle East, they're either Lebanese or Lebanese descendants, and being in the advertising agency has pushed a lot of creative people to be very creative on different levels, on the beauty levels, on the advertising, on TV.
You were saying that music videos.
Music videos as well. So all of the Middle East, the performers of the Middle East, they come to Lebanon to do their music videos. They travel to Lebanon for the scenery first. We've got the scenery, Lebanon is very small, 10,552 square kilometers. So you can be on the skiing, having a scenery of snow, and then 20 minutes later you can shoot on the beach. So also the scenery is good, the technicalities are good, and mostly the creativity.
And you were saying that some of the stars come for plastic surgery.
I think we were on TV, we were around the world, that we were the only country where we had allocated a budget and a loan from the bank for plastic surgery. You go get a loan to have your plastic surgery. So plastic surgery, beauty, makeup and hair and all that is contributing as well in the media field, has been very very good in Lebanon. Yeah. So a lot of actresses and performers and people in the field, they go to Lebanon to do the re-looking, change the hair, change the look, do some plastic surgeries and all sorts of beauty and makeup stuff.
And your own company is doing a format called Mixdown Rivals. Tell me about Mixdown Rivals.
Well, first, Six Hats Productions is a company that creates and develops formats, as I said, and we don't sell hats, as a lot of people think. So the Six Hats is a brainstorming tool that we use when we develop. We have developed our first format that was end of last year, which is Mixdown Rivals. We did a brainstorming session on choosing the name. We had a lot of people contributing for the development and what would be more interesting. We know our target. It's a music show. It's a lot of DJs competing for the best remix of a local celebrity or a celebrity from the Middle East. We have every week a DJ that is being eliminated, and at the end we end up with so many songs remixed for so many talent, so many performers, which we can also sell or release as well if we have the rights. So it's an IVR, an SMS. People send SMS, choose, and vote for the best one.
And you're selling it outside of the region?
Yes, because when we started, we wanted to be original and we wanted to do something nice and interesting, but it was quite expensive for the MENA region to venture in something that is not being produced elsewhere. But so we decided to go the other way around, and I learned from people in the industry, we're not the only people doing this. So we wanted to go the other way around and try to sell it in Europe and start somewhere in Europe or in North America or anywhere in the world, so that the region would see a successful format and they would be much interested to produce it. So, and this is basically what happens all the times. When you go with a format, they go like, we're not interested, but then when they see it somewhere else, they're more interested in doing it.
And Sony Pictures has come into the region with formats recently.
Yeah, Sony is in the region, and Endemol is in the region. Endemol has opened in mid-2008. Sony opened in 2011. And they've been also making a lot of addition to what is happening. Somebody asked me in the conference if they were a threat. I think no. I think this is excellent because we're having more people to deal with the media in our region. We're having more competition. It's something for us to be better and to learn. And at the same time, they're not just producing their own formats, they're just acquiring other formats as well. Like they did The Voice, they did I Love My Country, whether it's Endemol or Sony. They're both acquired formats. So
they buy formats locally?
Yeah, they buy formats and they produce them locally, which anybody can do, you know. Anybody can buy a format and produce it locally. We would love to see the formats of Sony more in the market, and we would love to see the formats of Endemol as well. Unfortunately, there are a lot of formats that do not work in the Middle East because of the mentality, because of differences in the lifestyle. Yeah, of course.